Before we dive in, a quick disclaimer. Although we are therapists, this podcast is not therapy and does not replace working with your own therapist. Everything shared here is for general education and conversation.
Welcome back to Twenties Girls. I'm Dobby. And we're
I'm
two therapists who
Christina.
spend 40 hours a week helping others navigate their lives and the other 128 hours wondering if we're doing ours entirely wrong. That is us. How are you, madam? How was this week?
This week was pretty good. Nothing, no big changes, nothing too bad. So we're feeling good today. How are you?
I'm feeling well as well, taking it one day at a time, enjoying this weather, and again, already anticipating what's coming. Like, I'm so sad that summer's literally over. Okay, just 5 weeks from over.
I know, my heart just dropped hearing you say that, which is what our episode is about, that anticipatory anxiety. But it's so true, the summer's over.
Yeah. So today's reflection question, which we said that we were going to incorporate a little bit more often, is what's something you're worrying about that has not actually happened yet? And let's take a pause and just notice, just thinking about that question, how our bodies feel when we think about it, how our shoulders tense up, how your stomach tightens, and does your mind immediately start trying to solve it? That's what we're talking about today, that anticipatory anxiety.
Yes, which simply put is anxiety about something that hasn't happened yet. It could be a doctor's appointment, a job interview, an upcoming vacation. A bigger one is giving birth, starting school, even a difficult conversation that you might have at the end of the week. So, or it could even be something exciting like a wedding or buying a home. And one of the biggest misconceptions about that anxiety is that it's always about danger that's happening right now. But for many people, it just lives in the future. And it's our brain constantly asking, what if, what if, what if?
Yeah. So the spiraling. Let's picture someone sends you an email. Let's say your boss, can we meet tomorrow? And that's it. No context.
My stomach would drop.
Exactly. And within 30 seconds, you're convinced that, oh my gosh, something wrong is happening. I'm getting fired. What did I do? A bunch of things, especially in our field, like when something like that is like a documentation issue or an insurance issue or a double visit issue. Like
that's my biggest nightmare, the whole billing, insurance,
it's not easy. But anyhow, at the end of the day, it could have been something not serious at all. They just wanted to ask about a new project or whatnot. So that is anticipatory anxiety. Just your brain not liking uncertainty. And instead of waiting for information, it fills in the blank, and it fills in the blank with worst case scenarios. It creates narratives that are entirely untrue and very far-fetched, in my opinion.
Yeah, I am guilty of this 120,000%. And not only me, but I've noticed in sessions, Debbie, I use that term I'd say at least 15 times a week. Just having people recognize anticipatory anxiety. Because not a lot of people know that even exists.
Yeah. Well, when I hear a client saying X statement, I usually just point it out and I say, you know what that is? That's anticipatory anxiety. We need to label it for what it is. It's not reality.
Right. Correct. Which can bring us to our therapist insights. So our brains are prediction machines. Thousands of years ago, that helped us humans survive, right? But now the problem is that our brains haven't updated for modern life. So we can see, again, that email or a voicemail or medical test results, a first date, that's all seen as, let's say, quote, the predator. And our nervous systems reacts as though the danger is already here, even though it's only imagined in our heads, but it feels really real. And we convince ourselves that because of that, it's going to definitely happen.
Yeah. And why does the waiting feel so hard? Something that surprises a lot of people is that many times the waiting is harder itself. Just think about it.
Hmm.
How many times have you spent weeks just worrying about something only to get through it and think, oh, that was not as bad as I expected? As I mentioned earlier,
Yeah.
our imagination is incredibly powerful. Like
Hmm. Yeah, I'm thinking,
I said, I call
what do
them
you say?
narratives, like everything that we create in our minds.
Yeah. Yeah, they're movies. I'm thinking back when I had to fly to Dominican Republic for our good friend's wedding. And leading up to that, the anticipatory anxiety that I had, and then when I got on the plane and I was totally fine and we had the best weekend ever, that was classic anticipatory anxiety. I played out the weirdest, most wildest negative situations in my head, and then it was fine. It was totally fine. We had a great time.
Yes. So we also do recognize that anxiety is simply trying to keep us safe. And we get that. It might tell you worrying is good because it prepares you. But the difference between planning and catastrophizing, because that's what we're doing when we're thinking about the worst, when we are experiencing anticipatory anxiety, is that we are thinking about worst case scenario. So it feels like the brain will never reach its finish line because there's always another what if. So what can we do?
Hmm.
And one strategy that we often teach our clients is what is happening right now, or is this happening right now? Not tomorrow, not
Hmm.
next week, not next month, right now.
Yeah. Another good question is, what facts
Mhm.
do I have today? Not assuming, not predictions, facts. For example, a fact would be my doctor ordered one more testing. A prediction would be more like something must be terribly wrong. Those are not the same thing. So those questions, what we call reality testing, just like reality checking ourselves, really almost challenging our thoughts as if we were another person, not in our brain. And another tool to gently bring ourselves back to the present could be using our senses. So I love this. A lot of people think it's woo woo, but I think it's great. So just naming, what can you see? What can you feel? What can you smell? What can you taste? If you could taste like a sour candy, that's really helpful with anxiety. So when anxiety pulls you into tomorrow, grounding can bring us back into
Yeah,
today.
that's a great grounding exercise. And I love to practice that during sessions. We also want to
Yeah.
remind everyone that thoughts are just thoughts. They're not reality. But our thoughts do play a role in how we feel, how we react, and what actions we take, what our behaviors are. And that's why it is important to constantly keep them in check and
Hmm.
challenge them. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I would say that a lesson that we have learned talking about anticipatory anxiety and teaching skills to other individuals is that it doesn't mean that you are weak or that you are allowing anxiety to take over your life. It just means that this is something that you really worry because you care. You rehearse things that haven't happened because you really want things to go well. And the goal is not to prevent anticipatory anxiety. It's just that you don't want
Hmm.
the anxiety to steal your peace, or at least the peace at this moment today, the
Hmm.
present moment. That's my takeaway.
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say, I couldn't have said it
Yeah.
better.
So with that, let's transition.
So let's yes, we shall. And I'm sitting here thinking about my anxiety when I feel like I did go to the doctor last week, and instead of assuming the worst, because when you go for your physical and you get like blood work of everything, instead of assuming the worst case scenario, which I usually do, like especially with blood work, that I'm going to find something out really terrible, I just told myself that I don't have any evidence yet, and I will see the results in my portal and then take it from there. So that was a big anxiety win for me.
That was a heck of a win. Congratulations.
Thank you. What was yours?
Mine, I said I was going to walk more often, and I am. I'm trying to close my exercise circle every single day. I do have it at 30 minutes. So that has been a win. Yeah,
Nice.
for sure. It really helps with my anxiety.
That's a big, yeah, that's a great win. Good job.
Thanks. Guilty pleasures, madam. What was yours?
Guilty pleasure. I know last week I said that I took myself out for ice cream. What did I do this week? my classic guilty pleasures. I've been watching some new shows. Furious on Hulu
I heard it.
is a
Good.
crazy
Yeah.
show, Davi, if you haven't seen it.
No, but that reminds me, the
Oh
other
my
day you were talking
gosh.
about Four Seasons. And Four Seasons is a great show. What season are you on of Four Seasons?
Yes. Well, you just reminded me. I think oh yeah, I'm done. I'm up to date. I'm waiting for
Okay.
the third
Yeah.
season, whenever that
It's a
might come
great
out.
show, but when the show that I was actually
I
referring
love it.
to when you said Four Seasons, I thought you were talking about Five-Star Weekend on Peacock, which is a girlfriends.
Well, but it did
I'm sorry?
apply. It it did kind of apply because the two main characters are women and like, they're transitioning to different life, you know. It kind of applied
Well,
to what you
yeah,
were saying.
they're similar in the sense that they are a group of friends.
Yeah.
We can call them middle-aged, and they go on vacation 4 times a year together. So it's a pretty nice show. I really liked it and enjoyed it. But All-Star
Yeah,
Weekend, if it is All-Star or Five-Star Weekend, it's pretty good as well. And it's about women who spend the weekend in Nantucket, and it's pretty nice as well. But I will
oh,
say that Four
I'll have to watch
Seasons
that.
is funnier. Tell me about Furious. What is that about?
Furious is a classic thriller. It's about a serial killer who is a woman, but she's a serial killer because of past trauma. I don't want to go into too much detail, but the main FBI agent, I'm really bad with actors and actresses. She's the main character in
Oh yeah.
Shameless.
Okay, I don't remember her
She's
name, but I know who
the
she is.
older. Okay, so she's the FBI agent, and then the serial killer is a female, and she just kills men for a specific reason. But it's just so good. There's 3 episodes out now, and then I think every Monday a new episode will be
Oh wow.
released.
It's giving housemaid vibes.
Yes, but Dabby, it's crazy. You should really
Okay,
watch it.
will do. Anyhow, with that, my
Yeah.
guilty pleasure was ordering takeout this week and not cooking as much.
Yes. That's a big one.
Yeah,
I love it. Dude. You
yeah, thank you
deserve
so
that.
much. So anyhow, guys, let's start wrapping it up.
Oh,
There's something that we would love all of you to remember today, and that is you do not have to solve tomorrow's problems with today's energy. Just focus on today.
just breathe. As you always tell me, Dabby, just breathe.
Yeah.
And yeah, so most of the things we spend hours worrying about never happen the way that we imagine. Even when hard things do happen, we're usually far more capable than anxiety gives us credit for. So the next time your brain starts living in the future, again, take a breath, pause, take that breath and ask yourself, what is true in this
Mhm.
moment? Because today deserves our attention too.
Yes, indeed. And with that, thank you all for spending time with us today. And if this episode resonated with you, please send it to a friend who might need it. And don't forget to like, subscribe to Two Anxious Girls and give us a rating anywhere you listen to podcasts. Please take good care of yourselves and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.